If your garden is producing less than you expected, the problem probably isn't what you planted. Most people pick their garden spot the way they pick a parking spot, whatever's closest, whatever's convenient, close to the back door, near the hose, out of the way. And then they spend an entire season wondering why nothing's producing the way it should. The location is doing most of the work before you plant the first seed. Get it wrong and it doesn't matter what you plant, when you plant it, or how carefully you water it. The wrong spot quietly drains every dollar and every hour you put into that garden. My first backyard had a spot I was convinced was perfect. Convenient, flat, close to the hose. Took me 2 full seasons to admit the sun wasn't there. What I want to show you is a one-day test you can run this week, without moving anything, buying anything, or digging a single hole. And what it tells you will change where you put everything going forward. Here's what the wrong location actually looks like in practice. The tomatoes grow. They get tall, they look healthy, they flower. And then the season ends and you've harvested maybe a third of what you expected. Or the lettuce bolts in 2 weeks and turns bitter before you get a single salad. Or the peppers just sit there, green, never ripening, eating up space until the first frost takes them. You pull everything out in the fall and you're not sure what went wrong, so you try different plants the next year. Same result. The sun was wrong from the beginning. Everything else was a distraction. Most people don't check the sun before they decide where to garden. They walk the yard, find a spot that feels reasonable, and start building. It feels like the right approach. You're outdoors, you're looking at the space, you're making a decision. The problem is that feels reasonable and gets 6 hours of direct sun are 2 completely different things. And vegetables don't negotiate on this. Think about what that actually costs. 4 tomato transplants at $4 each. A bag of good soil. Your time over 4 months. And at the end of the season, you're pulling maybe 8 or 10 tomatoes off plants that should have given you 40. That's not a bad year. That's a location problem eating through every season until you figure it out. I ran those numbers after my second bad season, and it changed how I thought about the whole setup. The plants weren't failing me. I'd put them in the wrong place. A vegetable garden needs a minimum of 6 hours of direct sunlight per day. 6 full hours. Below that threshold, most food crops either underperform or fail entirely. Tomatoes planted in 4 hours of sun grow tall and produce almost nothing. Peppers never ripen. Root vegetables don't size up. The garden looks alive, but it isn't producing. And most people spend 2 or 3 seasons trying to fix it with fertilizer, better seeds, different watering schedules, when the answer was the location from the beginning. Checking the sun before you plant is like checking the weather before a long drive. Once you've done it, you can't imagine skipping it. Most people have never done it once. Here's what I actually believe about this. The single most expensive decision a backyard gardener makes is where they put the garden. Where they put it. Get that wrong and everything downstream is fighting an uphill battle. Get it right, and mediocre seeds in average soil will still produce real food. That's a decision most people make in about 30 seconds, and most of them never revisit it. This is where the one-day test comes in, and it's the part most people skip because it sounds too simple to matter. Pick a day when it's not overcast. Go outside at 3 different times, 9 in the morning, noon, and 3 in the afternoon. At each time, stand in your potential garden spot and look up. Is the sun hitting that space directly, or is it blocked by the house, a fence, a tree? Make a note. 3 check-ins, 3 notes. By the end of the day, you have a sun profile of that location. Here's how to read what you find. Direct sun in all 3 windows means you have a full sun location. 6 hours or more. Tomatoes, peppers, squash, beans, cucumbers all work here. This is the spot you build around. Direct sun at 9 and noon, but shade by 3 means 4 to 5 hours. That's workable, but it narrows your options. Lettuce, spinach, kale, chard. Most herbs actually prefer this. They'll produce well, and they won't bolt as fast in summer heat. Tomatoes and peppers won't. Anything that needs consistent heat to fruit will frustrate you every single season in this spot. Shade in 2 of the 3 windows means below 4 hours of direct sun. Food production drops off sharply at that point. The space isn't useless, it's just not your primary garden bed. Don't fight it. Find the next best spot in the yard and run the test there. The spot that looks open from the back door may be in the shadow of your roofline by 2 in the afternoon. The corner near the fence may seem bright in the morning, but lose direct sun the moment it drops below the neighbor's house. You can't see this from inside. You have to go outside and look 3 times. I've seen this in a lot of backyards. Someone builds a raised bed in what seems like the obvious spot, spends a full season watching it underperform, and assumes bad soil or the wrong seeds. The bed is 5 feet from a fence that blocks sun from noon on. That's not bad luck. That's a test they didn't run. Here's what I keep coming back to after years of watching this play out. Most people don't have a gardening problem. They have a placement problem. Fix the placement, and half the other problems take care of themselves. Sun is the one input you can't add later. You can amend soil, adjust watering, change what you plant. You can't move the sun, which means the location decision is the one you can't undo without starting over. What spot are you working with right now? Drop it in the comments. Full sun, partial, shade situation, whatever the test shows. I read every one of them. If this kind of breakdown is useful, subscribing is the easiest way to stay in the loop. If you ran the test and found out you're working with partial sun, the guide I put together covers exactly which crops match that profile, and how to sequence them so you're producing food across the whole season, not just in one window. Link is in the description. I'd run this test before you buy a single plant this year. Because if the location is wrong and you find out in September, you've lost another season, and that's the one thing you can't get back.